Do I have tissue in here? I do. Okay, and I am live. I think I'm public. Hey. Let's see. I am going to wait for everyone to get their notification. I probably should have like a playlist or something so I can wait for people to come on in. Let me see if I can find some music. Hey, who do we have joining us today? I'm going to play some music out. How y'all doing today? I'm tired, y'all. Hey, my lovelies. Guys, anybody else feeling tired? Oh, wait, I can't see the chat. What do you mean you can't see my unable to connect to the chat? I hate when they do this. Alright, give me a second, y'all, because I cannot see the chat. So I don't even know who's in here. Give me a second. In the meantime, have anybody else been feeling like the Native American, have anybody else been feeling like the Native American Indian vibe? I have been picking up a lot of my Native American ancestors. I kind of feel like they're definitely making themselves known right now. It's not on. I gotta turn on the computer. Okay, there we go. All right, let me see who we got with us. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to the chat. The computer on this end is booting up. Start Windows normally. Yeah. Oh, we are having a storm here, y'all, which means I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on, because obviously if it goes out, that means that Wi-Fi goes out too. So I am not quite sure how long I am going to be on today. And I'm also feeling a little bit tired. If you're coming in, could you please put a thumbs up on the video?
I'm coming directly to you for asking a quick favor.
You do not need to ask a quick favor at all. Okay, my chat is also not showing. Oh, okay.
Add your name today to join our team.
Mercury's officially almost retrograde, right? So yeah, wonky communication. Hey, Carol. Hey, Liz. Hey, Jay. How are you, my love? Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Apple. Hey, Tara. Hey, Tara. Tara. I'm telling you today, I had an appointment before you with Jasmine. And Jasmine and I were talking about some stuff, like some other realm type stuff. And then when I got off the phone with Jasmine, my phone just went to no service, totally no service. And so my apologies that I was not able to make the appointment today. I will try and give you a call before the week is out. All right. I am feeling very tired today. Hey, Latasha, how are you? Anybody else feeling tired today? Hey, Tanya. Anybody else feeling tired today? Did I say hi, Carol? Hi, Carol. Hi, Ashley. Hey, Liz. Is anybody else feeling tired today? Or am I the only one? I was up until like almost 4 this morning studying. Very tired. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for a nap. Okay. All right. All right. Really, Jay? Now you understand the connection to Gaia. Oh, so let me tell you guys about my experience. So I have never experienced this before, and I kind of feel like I'm more tapped in and tuned into nature. And that's another thing I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the gifts that are waking up. Okay. Hey, twin name. Jay, the other Jay said, hey, twin name. I want to talk about some of these gifts that's waking up, because a lot of the people that I'm working with behind the scenes, we have some very what we may deem to be supernatural stuff unfolding and happening to us right now. So I'm really glad that we have a community where we can share what I like to call our sci-fi-ish experiences, right? Hey, PowerPoint, how are you? Oh, girl, I did not know you changed it. See, this is why I be asking. Okay, so y'all know that. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Oh, Kalia, this is exactly why I know now why. You know how I always get on here and say excuse me because I fuck people name up because I'm dyslexic and I see words and numbers and shit backwards. When I researched the Hyoka Indians, I gathered that that is part of my gift as an empath. That just comes with the territory. Now, the more I studied this, guys, the more I realized, well, that makes sense because if we live in an inverse world and everything is reversed, that is exactly why I would see things in reverse because I'm actually seeing things as they really are, if that makes sense. And so in my head, totally made sense and connected with me. Ashley said, you still have no service. Mine was coming in and out, Ashley. I actually got service back now, but mine was coming in and out. Latasha said, good. Someone texted me and said the phone service was down, just able to FaceTime and text. Yeah. Yeah, if you have T-Mobile, T-Mobile is acting up. And I was texting Jasmine about that today because I noticed something about the T-Mobile symbol, which took me into a bit of a meditation, which I'm going to share my experience with you. I noticed that the T-Mobile, y'all know Mercury's about to go retrograde in my, okay. I am feeling exhausted right now. Like I'm feeling, so the T-Mobile symbol, it looked like it was a scale, like if I had the justice card, it looks like it was a T with, like a balancing scale. So I text Jasmine to ask, I wonder what symbolically this is meant. I've never really seen them advertise the T-Mobile with the scales before. I've seen T/mobile, or I've seen a T, but I don't remember seeing T with the two dashes, by themselves, which looks like scales. Does anybody remember seeing that? So I was telling Jasmine, I don't know if I jump dimensions or if a dimension collapse. Okay. Look at Jay's giving the moderators a shout out. They are the bomb. I don't see only hasn't joined us yet. Wait, I didn't see Sam. Ooh. Hey, Sam. So anybody else notice that T-Mobile advertising the T with the two dashes before, which are like the balancing of scales. And I want to talk about that a little bit, but I just want to see if anybody else ever noticed that advertisement. Because when we talk about symbols, right, we have to understand that everything means something. Everything means something. Okay, so Kalia said nope, she doesn't remember seeing that. All right. Anybody else? I've been noticing that I have them. Okay, yeah. So anybody heard of the Mandela effect? That's another thing that they try to tell us is happening, which is really the dimensions collapsing on each other. And that came out in the notes yesterday from the channel. I can't call anyone, everybody. Okay. Hey, everybody. I never saw T-Mobile before. They're not. Okay. You never saw that in T-Mobile before, and they're your thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, Miss T, how are you? Miss T, the question of the day is, we're talking about our sci-fi-ish experiences today. And the question is, I was asking, have you ever noticed T-Mobile symbol popping up with two dashes at the end, which kind of represents the balancing of the scale, right? Which kind of reminds me of Libra's energy, right? And which kind of also reminds me of the energy that we're about to come out of, Venus, because Libra is ruled by Venus. When Venus comes out of retrograde, Venus is going to be going into the balancing of the scales, right? Which means she's not coming up on the Taurus aspect of things where it's maybe, luxurious and I just want to, go to the spa and relax. No, she's coming up more as that Libra energy. I have to balance things out, which means I am going to call people out on their shit, which means I am going to deal with my shit, which means I'm going to stand my ground on things. Okay. So I want you guys to be very prepared for this energy that's happening. Okay. Now, there is a gateway that's opening and portals that's opening. And I really see, but this is the thing. This is the thing. Because what I'm learning now is the real energy that we're getting ready to experience is not so much it's the summer solstice. Yeah, it's the summer solstice energy, which is coming in on Saturday the 20th. Okay. And then we have a new moon on the 21st, and I think we come into Cancer season around the 21st also, right? So that's a lot of energy coming in. And I gave you guys the dates of the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. But what I'm realizing is I may have to dig deeper with these dates because a lot of the dates, not a lot, the whole calendar system in which we operate on is just not. That's why you sometimes feel like you're out of time, you're out of space. That's why sometimes you feel like time has jumped or it feels like a Saturday, but it's really a Thursday. Okay. Hey, Afro, how are you? Right. So we need to become very familiar with time, as time does not really exist. Really, what I'm beginning to awaken, what exists is really portals, portals of energy on a daily basis. Okay, I was standing outside as the storm was coming, and the electricity was just acting wonky, and this is the first time, and I've seen trees and I've seen, leaves and stuff blown, but I've never seen a tree literally tilt its whole body and bend back and forth, And so I'm not just talking about the top of the tree because obviously I'm the tree is standing, I'm standing on the deck. So, I'm not too far from the ground, and the tree is literally, bending its whole, and I guess obviously that's how trees fall. But the tree is literally the trees are dancing, they're swinging, right? And it's not just at the top, like they're literally moving their whole entire body and they're dancing and they're swinging. It was kind of like, and I have to say, it felt like a ceremony and an ushering, an ushering in of what's to come, if that makes sense. Okay. Miss T said it. Oh, great. Lots has happened for me. I got 2 magazine fishes in the wed. Oh, yay! Move into my new lash and beauty studio. Yes. That is wonderful, Miss T. Go ahead, manifest that now. If I can say something, this is what it's going to be like for some of us. Like where you see people maybe being stagnant in energy, there's some of us where we're going to be progressively moving and progressively unfolding. Okay. Yeah, Afro. Yeah, my phone completely told me I had no service today. Now, I think I talked about this. I told you guys that they were going to start. Well, not even so much today, but I think I talked about there were going to be some digital interference and stuff happening. Pay attention. There's going to be a blackout too. There's going to be a major blackout also. So pay attention to that, especially as the summer heats up. Time is speeding up and slowing down. Either I have to rush, a rush of energy, or tired. Okay, hungry. Thank you, Jay. Just like today, I wanted to eat anything. Like I made myself 2 mushroom crispy chicken burgers today. Well, they're really mushroom, but I made them like crispy burgers, and I had 2 of them. And now I just have to put on, something else to eat because not only am I feeling drained, I am also feeling like there is a need to study. Like I'm ready for more information. So basically, I kind of feel like that's from the upgrade, right? I feel like that's from the upgrade. It's kind of like now that I have the upgrade, now I need to understand how these powers work and how I need to apply them. I don't know how much of you are experiencing that. All of a sudden, you want to get more knowledge of a thing you just found out about, or maybe you want to you want to research more of something that you've experienced. A lot of you are having experiences that would be deemed sci-fi. Kimberly, can I share what you saw, or you don't want me to share? Because I don't. If you don't want me to share, I won't share. Um, and I'm not gonna. Okay, perfect. Hey, the KJ coming. Hey, KJ. Okay, so KJ, could you email me your phone number, please? And Ashley, could you email me your phone number? Oh my goodness, that sounds so delicious. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, that sounds so good. And yeah, Tanya, you've been studying and researching. Hi, Anna. How are you? I've been feeling like I just want to study and research. I've been literally having to push myself to do videos, to be really honest with you guys, because I just want to study and I want to research. I feel like, okay, so let me tell you how I feel right now. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. This is how I feel right now. Okay. How I feel right now as I'm sitting here with you guys is I feel like a surge of energy is happening. But as a surge of energy is happening, I feel like, that good sleep. When you haven't slept for a while and then you finally go to sleep and then you get that good sleep state and then you open your eyes, but you can't move because the sleep feels so good and you can't move, right? That's how I feel. I feel like I'm in between that sleep and wake state where the sleep is so good and that I don't want to move, but I'm awake. I don't know if I'm making sense. Hey Celeste, how are you? I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if to some people this may feel like you're floating. Um, okay, okay. To some people, okay, Celeste. To some people, this may feel like you're floating. Okay, I don't know how much of you have experienced that or experienced it or experiencing that. I don't know if you guys want to share with me exactly what you're experiencing with the shift of energy coming in, because this is a major portal. I know some people may be crying a lot. Okay. So some of that energy may be coming through that way. Some people may be overthinking things a lot. So the energy can also be coming through that way. Right. So I'm not quite sure what you guys are feeling. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Celeste is loading, okay? You've been floating for a couple of weeks now, okay. Natasha said I'm doing a lot of elevation, okay. Ronnie just came in, okay. Let's see. Anybody else? What are you guys also experiencing? Like, so Destiny Driven said that she's been okay. Tyra said she's been crying a lot. Okay, Ronnie said she's been crying a lot, even when she don't know why. Okay, crying. Okay, yeah, definitely crying. Okay, all right, peaceful. Okay, I have been feeling. For me, I'm tired. And I'm also peaceful. I have not had the crying. I think I had the crying maybe 2 weeks ago. But that was definitely when the shadow retrograde started in Cancer. So I got that energy 2 weeks ago. Liz said I was tired this week and very emotional this past week. Okay. What did Ronnie say? Let me see. Ronnie said, Okay. I think maybe I'm feeling the power of the warrior's goddess energy, all positive. Yep, you're feeling it. Drained and crying. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely feeling emotional. Okay. Now, those of you that are feeling emotional, are any of you Cancer signs or water signs? Jay said, I've been floating, feeling my crown chakra pressure, altitude totally shifted. Has anybody been feeling a lot of pops in the ear? My ear, my ear has been clogged for years. But lately it's been popping a lot, like ear pockets. Have anybody been feeling ear pockets? Okay. Ayana said earth sign. Okay. Ringing in the ear a lot. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely going through an ascension. Hold on, let me turn on this fan. We are definitely going through we are definitely going through we're going through it's not even like it's not even how do I put this? Okay, let me see what they're gonna bring through, because my hands are starting to come on fire. It's kind of like it's a shift. The best way I can put it is like with this pole being shifted, or with the polarities being shifted, or with the energy being shifted, those who were at the bottom is going to get to the top, and those that were at the top, they're gonna hit bottom. So basically, if you have not been operating on a stance of integrity, and I'm going back to integrity because this is really how this is working. Okay, super short ringing. Okay. Okay, Janelle said her womb has been feeling funny. Now, interesting. Now, can you distinguish, Janelle, if it's between your root chakra and your solar plexus? Is it more towards, do you feel any pressure or anything more towards your back? Or does it relate to like heavy menstrual cramps at a certain time that kind of kind of feel like it's coming from your womb and then shooting to the back of your spine? Okay, pay attention. That could be your Kundalini energy rising. Your Kundalini energy is activated. All right. You may, so now let me just tell you something about this, Janelle, because this is not a joke. All right. Because people don't understand. We are energetic beings. We are vibrating higher. It feels like it's going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yep. So what's going to happen the more that you allow yourself to, I want to say, just, how do I put this? The more you allow yourself, I don't know if you do any type of chakra work, okay? You can try even doing yoga for this, okay? But the more you allow yourself to let the energy rise and do what it does, you're gonna feel mine's just activated. Oh, yep. Did we talk about that today, Jasmine? Janelle, the more you relax, it's literally going to go up each chakra and unblock each chakra. Now, the thing about that, Janelle, is that as it goes through each chakra, the chakra that is blocked the most, you're going to feel the most pressure or the most pain. All right. So if your womb is feeling very crampy, and as it travels to the back of your spine and the energy starts to go up your spine, if you're holding on to a lot of unforgiveness and a lot of regret and stuff, that's going to hit your spine, because every chakra controls a particular portal of energy. Okay. So as it travels up your spine, is hitting each chakra system and trying to balance your chakra system. Okay. So that's what's starting to happen. Janelle, you cannot stop. Now, what this is going to trigger change, and it could also trigger emotional release. Okay. When you're because when you start to do the spiritual work, this is what people need to understand, right? You can't be no punk in this shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't be no punk. And I talked about this yesterday, okay? And this is probably why they let you lose your memory when you come to this third dimensional realm. Because if they had reminded me of my soul contract that I signed and the shit that I was gonna go through here, you understand what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. I might have opted out, like real talk, right? So just know, right? As you are on this journey, right, it sometimes is lonely, it is sometimes painful, okay, and the pain is just an indication of things being birthed, okay. You can relate the pain back to working out. When you get in the gym and you start pumping muscles and shit, that shit is not, just holding up my hand like this for even 15 minutes. Do you know how much pain I'm gonna be in, right? But if I do this for 15 minutes for 30 days, come on, y'all some definition is going to start going through, okay? Okay. All right. So have you done your spiritual bath? Janelle, have you done your spiritual bath? Yes. Oh, Chris Pounds. Chris just said it. Chris said pain is a sign of progression. Yeah. It is not here to hold you back. You got to continue the chakra work. You got to release what's coming up for release. Hey, Angela Moon. I just got here. You are not late. I just got here. Sometimes you got to roll solo dolo. Yeah. See, yeah. And Jay, not everybody gets that, Jay, because we Scorpio. So that's mandatory for us. Okay. Every day is okay. So you were doing really, really well. Everybody, first of all, let's give Janelle some love, because this is the first time that I've seen Janelle in the chat. So if we can just send Janelle some love and some healing energy. Janelle, you are among empaths. Okay, so when we're sending you love and energy, you should be able to feel that. So let's just send. Oh, and she's a Pisces. Okay, yeah. Let's send Janelle some love. We're sending you some love. Okay. She's a Pisces. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Now, let me just tell you right now, Janelle, you are going to be experiencing this wave also a lot differently than earth signs, air signs, and fire signs, depending on placements of everyone's personal chart. So obviously, the more Cancer that you have in your chart, the more that you're going to feel this energy, okay? And the more that you have going on in your fourth house, which is ruled by Cancer, the more that you're going to experience this energy. So you also need to pay attention to that, okay? You are welcome, Janelle. You are so welcome. Just know that this is a safe place, okay? Yeah, this is a safe place for us to laugh, for us to heal, and to grow, all right? Ascendant is a Cancer. Oh, okay. All right, okay. See, so you already have a lot of water governing you in that top chart, okay? Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Taurus, I will personally say Taurus is ruled by Venus evening side. That's that loving side. That can also be that very immature and materialistic side. But that's that loving, stable side, which would be the morning, not the morning, the evening side portion of Venus. Now, quick question. Okay, Jay said, quick question. My fourth house is empty. How do you use this? That means that you don't have much work to do in that house. You probably have mastered that over your course of transitioning throughout your experiences. Okay. You may have mastered that in another lifetime. That's not something that you have a lot of work to do in, Jay. Hey, Sam, how are you? Cancer ascendant. Ooh. You know, they say as you get older, you become more like your ascendant sign, right? And my ascendant sign is Leo. So I am working really hard and on not to be the, the egotistical, selfish, let's just say I'm maturing, So let me tell you guys how I use 4 placements in my chart to kind of move through my daily life, and something that you can really get for free on the internet by just looking, you can at least find these 4 placements for free on the internet. Okay. I use my sun, I use my moon, I use my Venus and I use my rising, right? I'm a Leo ascendant and a Sag, um, and a Sag Venus. You're Kalia, that's me also, Kalia. I am a Leo ascendant and a Sagittarius in Venus also. Yeah, so I am a Scorpio Sun, Gemini Moon, Leo Ascendant, and a Sagittarius Venus. Okay, now I use those four in play to kind of operate with each other because my Venus and my Moon, they're going to correspond with each other, right? Because those are the two, because the Moon governs emotional energy and Venus governs love and energy, right? So they're going to correspond with each other. They're going to talk to each other, right? And I feel like my Sun and my ascendant, they're going to speak to each other, right? Hey, Everett, how are you? So my Sun and what did I just say? My Sun and my ascendant is going to speak to each other, because when my Sun may not be shining, right, my ascendant comes in and it kind of helps me to be where I need to be. So my ascendant is Leo. So sometimes I've been working on asking the question, why do I have people say to me I'm unapproachable? I don't think, thank you, Everett. I don't think I'm unapproachable. I don't think I'm unapproachable, you know? However, I've had multiple people say to me that I have big energy, and sometimes it can be a little scary to ask me a question. Okay. And I feel like that's because when Scorpio is in the underworld, so when my Sun is in the depth, right, and I'm probably in a low place, my Leo energy, which is my ascendant energy, it comes up and it takes, and it takes hold for me. Like it's saying it mans my L7. Okay. My Leo energy comes in and it mans my L7. And with that being said, if you coming in and you coming in a certain kind of way, it may seem aggressive to you because Scorpio has already sussed out that energy. The one thing you need to know about particularly Scorpios, okay? And I don't, hey Lynette, and I don't know this about any other sign, is Scorpios are the one sign that can read you or psychoanalyze you or break you down to a T. Know that you're full of shit and full of fuckery and may not even say shit to you, but we have you completely figured out. And then we'll ghost your ass and you don't even know why you got fucking ghosted, because we already saw everything. We saw everything. So although you may think that you are being nice and you're trying to be cunning and you're trying to like kiss ass and shit, we see kiss asses right off jump. So it's really important for me to have people to be authentic, because I don't like inauthentic people. I don't even like that shit in my kids. Okay. You got really? Okay. Is that in retrograde energy? Is that in retrograde energy, Kimberly? Let's talk about that. Let's do some numbers. We'll break down some numbers on Monday when I speak to you. Just remind me to break down the numbers of the day for you so we can know exactly what that vibration is going to be. And we can probably even check it out on the Mayan end too, Kimberly, so we can know exactly what portal that is so you can harness that energy. Okay. Jay said, yep, sister. She said, I feel like Shaft today. You damn right. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Okay. Tanya said yes. Miss T said, ooh, child, I'm a Scorpio ascending a cat. Oh, shit. Now let me tell you, so not only is Miss T reading your ass and you don't know, that Capricorn sun will blow your ass up before she even get all that information. All she got to do is suss that you ain't even, okay? Just all she got to do is suss that out. That's all she has to do, right? So let me explain to you guys something now that we're on this point. This is something for you to understand. You are not only responsible for your sun chart or what your sun placement is or what your birth placement is. For example, I was born in November in Scorpio. Okay, so you are not just responsible for that aspect of yourself. Okay, you are to master all 12 aspects of yourself. Okay, I think there's a book called The 12 Powers of shit. I can't remember the name of the book. I have the book. I just don't have it here with me. But in this book, it talks about the 12 disciples, right? Which you can correlate back to the 12 disciplines, which you can correlate back to the 12 zodiac signs, which you can correlate back to the 12 tribes of Judah. Okay. So whenever you see anything in correlation to the number 12, that is really a reference to the zodiac wheel or the reference to the 12 archetypes of self. Okay. Now, it is not coincidence based upon the symbology that is placed in the zodiac sign. Okay, it's not by coincidence. Okay, Janelle, yeah, when you don't have anything in that house, that usually means that you've mastered that lesson. Okay, that you don't have much growth to do in that area. Okay. We don't know, Jay. We don't like the fuckery. I don't even like that with my Jay Pounds, Jay. I don't even like that with my own kids. Jay, I'd be calling them out. Just ask. I don't need all of that. What do you need? You know. I don't really understand the North Node, but mine's just Leo. I barely understand the basic. Okay, so the North Node. I noticed I just. Oh, Kimberly, you didn't hear me when I said that we can break down the dates on that, and we'll break down the dates on that and see exactly what that's vibrating on, so you're prepared. Okay, because I think that's still in retrograde energy, if I'm not mistaken, Kimberly. So I'll break down a date on that on Monday. Just remind me. Okay. I want to say Afro. Okay, so Afro, your North Node is really what you should be paying attention to in this current lifetime. Okay, so your North Node is going to give you an indication of what this lifetime, which you're supposed to be focusing on as you're walking through this particular lifetime. Okay, your South Node is going to kind of give you an indication of past lifetime, and then. Do I have my, I don't have it here. I thought I had my notes. Okay, I don't have it here. So, but to help you simplify that, you can look towards your North Node as to what you should be working on in this lifetime or what the goal is in this lifetime. And your South Node would give you an indication maybe of past lifetime. And there's something else from your South Node. I just can't remember it from the top of my head. Yes, they will be, Everett. They will be there. We are coming into a time where astrology, and which gets me into the back into the sci-fi stuff, right? We're going to be stepping into a time where everything that they may have been considered supernatural or magical, will now become the norm. Okay. Yes. Now let me just tell you something about karma also. Okay. Karma. And so when you start to practice your self alchemy and become your own self alchemist, you start to understand really what karma represents. Okay, karma represents a habit that you formed either within your DNA or either within this lifetime that you need to correct. Okay, So when people talk about karma, you need to be mindful of that, because karma, if you have a view of karma as karma is here to keep you trapped and bound, then you've lost the message. You've lost the message. Okay. Karma is just an indication or a pointer to let you know what you need to correct, either within the DNA from past generations, or okay, what you need to correct in this lifetime now. So when we talk about karma is being returned to you right now, that's an indication of a habit that's not serving you anymore, that you need to rectify. Okay. Do not get caught up in karma as good or bad karma. Please do not do that. Everything is cause and effect. So technically speaking, hey, beautiful, I was waiting for you to pop on in. I am gonna call you, but I don't know if it's gonna be today. Only because I am tired, and then I feel like if I call you, I am gonna be on the phone with you for like you was talking to Cam. I feel like if I call you, I'm gonna be on the phone with you for hours. Like Jasmine had a 20-minute appointment today, and I think Jasmine's appointment, because there was nobody scheduled after her, was like an hour. you know. And how are you feeling today? Only because the energy, I'm feeling tired, and that's another reason why I'm probably yeah, that's another reason. And I'll probably text you, because if you up later, because I haven't really slept. I wanted to go back to karma. I want you guys to understand, do not get caught up in karma as being good or bad. Karma is cause and effect. Okay. So if you cause this, so if you do this, right? So it's for perfect example. If I have my glass of water, right, and my glass of water has a lot of condensation because I have ice in it, which is full of ice, right? The effect of me putting my glass full of ice back onto my table is going to be that the water is going to melt, and the condensation of that water can possibly stain my table. Do you guys get it? Right? Do you guys understand? Oh, you did? Oh my goodness. 11:44 a.m. Are you guys okay? So I want you guys to understand that, okay? Now this is another thing that you need to get. This is why you need to understand labels, okay? This is why you don't label anything good or bad. When you label something good or bad, you are not getting the experience. You're not getting the lesson. You're stuck in the paradigm of something being good and something being bad. So let me explain this to you. If you label this as bad, you don't have the opportunity to experience good over here. Okay. If you label this as good, you don't have the experience to experience bad or evil over here. You don't, right? So you need negative and positive. You cannot, life does not operate without a negative and a positive charge. Everything is energy. Okay. So if you're in the middle and you're not labeling something good or bad, but that might not have been the best experience, but I get the lesson. You know what? This experience was pretty cool. I might do this again. But, yeah, I get the lesson from that. If you're constantly within a place where you're learning from the experiences, then you're not caught up in taking things personally. You're not caught up with labeling things, because when you label a thing, you lock yourself into that square. You now take yourself out of your L7. And y'all remember what we talked about L7 means, right? Major shout out to Kim Warner for teaching us that. I was just calling it a square, and she dropped some knowledge, so I'm so snatching her L7 theory. Okay. L7 is, when I say man your square, okay? If you put an L and a 7 together, okay, it becomes a square, right? So my interpretation of what she was saying was, you want to call it an L7. So when I started to think about it, well, the 7 is on the top. So when you're manning your square, right? When you're manning your square, AKA your shit, AKA your traumas, AKA your dreams, AKA your aspiration, AKA your gifts, AKA your mountains, whatever you may feel is in your way, when you're manning those, right? But you're doing that in the L7 aspect. When you need to, all you got to do is open up that 7, let some wisdom come in, let whatever you need come in. That L, when you need to, you drop that L out, let go, right? Because we're in a season right now where you really, and I can't stress this enough, like, you got to get lighter, guys. And when I say you got to get lighter, like, oh, hey, Mona, how are you, sweetie? When I say get lighter, you got to get lighter and get rid of all of the dense energy. You got to get rid of taking things personally. You got to get rid of being offended. You got to get rid of people not loving and accepting. You got to get rid, especially if you're an empath and this is your walk. Especially if you are an empath and this is your walk. You got to get rid of all these labels that you deem to want to be accepted and to want to be loved. You need to love you. Yeah, you're gonna have to drop. Yeah, there you go. You're gonna have to drop those baggage so you can take off in flight. Okay, you'll have to. Like, and this is not a joke. Now, those of you that are already doing that, you know that you're doing that because your gifts are coming on. I don't remember if Kimberly said I can share what her experience was, because in my coaching session they get homework. Okay, so Kimberly said I can share, so I gave Kimberly an assignment, right? Because Kimberly's an herbalist, right? But Kimberly has the gift of tapping into herbal remedies from the spiritual realms, from her guides and stuff, right? That's the type of power Kimberly's rocking with. I'm not talking about the shit that you can find in books. And even if you can find these in books, Kimberly does not need to go to a book to get this information. Like, it can literally be whispered in her ear, or she can literally know what to do. Okay. So she has to perfect that gift, right? So Kimberly's assignment was to go into the spiritual realm, and she was to come out with an herbal remedy. Okay. She was to go in and she was to come out with an herbal remedy. That was Kimberly's assignment. So Kimberly went in to get the herbal remedy. She got an herb. She did. I'm not going to share which herb she got, but she did get a very powerful herb, and then she did go research and found out exactly what that herb is for. Then she got another assignment, right? However, in this particular assignment, when she went in and they showed her the herb. Okay, so and I'm gonna see what comes out here too, Kimberly. When she went in and they showed her the herb, right? She saw an owl. She saw an eagle. And what was the third one, Kimberly? An owl, an eagle, and a butterfly. Okay? And a butterfly. And then she said all three of the animals turned into like alien faces. Okay? And so Kimberly, next assignment is Kimberly now has to go in and she now has to communicate, okay, with the owl, the butterfly, and the eagle with the alien faces. Okay, that's Kimberly's assignment. So this is why I'm calling this what may deem to be sci-fi shit. So if you watch the Magicians, this will be kind of considered stepping over into the fairyland. I don't remember what that place was called. Right? Now, there was a lot of symbology in the Magicians also, because the Magicians go into talking about bestiality and all types of different stuff, which are all signs of change of the times that's coming in, right? And that's different video. I'm not even going to get into that. Different video. So the point that I was trying to make is that Kimberly's gift has awakened. Okay, Kimberly's gifts have awakened. Jasmine had a very similar experience. I think. Jasmine, can I share what your assignment was? Jasmine, let me know if I can share what Jasmine's assignment was. And the only reason I'm sharing these is to let you guys know that if they're having these experiences, I am 1,000% sure other empaths are having the same experiences. Okay. So Jasmine's experience was Jasmine wanted us to tap into the goddess Yemenya. Okay. Jasmine wanted to tap into the goddess Yemenya. Mona said, you are, okay. And so Jasmine's assignment, both Jasmine and I was supposed to go in and channel Yemenya, right? So I went in and I channeled Yemiya, but all I got was like, like a blue lady, that looked like a mermaid, and then I just came out, right? So Jasmine was like, that's Yemiya. And so I didn't really wait around for but not realizing what's going on. I did not really wait around, to be honest with you, for any type of messages, because I figured once I go in and communicate the messages, I could just be walking around and messages will come through. But the messages did come through in today's session. So she came through and she gave us stuff today. However, Jasmine experience Yemiya in a different way. Jasmine experienced, and Jasmine, I don't know if she was showing you maybe even the change of the Piscean age, like the swapping over of the Piscean age. Okay, 4:44 Central Time. There you go. But Jasmine's experience was Jasmine's literally saw a Yemiya pop up out of the water. And I think Jasmine said she was holding a fish, or a fish was spinning or something like that. So we are tapping into these ancient forces, these ancient energy. And the beautiful thing about it is that they're going to come in and unfold to everyone differently, okay? The message and the vibration and the frequency may be along the same lines because we're all connected, okay? You have a statue. Okay. See, look at that. All right, Liz. There you go. Okay. The message is all connected. The messages are all connected, although they may be expressed differently, okay? So be mindful of that. All right. So Ms. T said, Kimora, you're on point with that. The last 4 months have been a sacrifice for me to drop some old baggage and people who don't. So yeah. You got to get lighter as we are moving through this. Okay. Ilmaya is a mother of all outer space and don't matter. And don't matter is a C as well. Come on now, Everett. You know what's interesting? I think it was Jasmine today. Fuck, I don't know. I couldn't, I was telling somebody today because I had a few clients today. If you can think about the infinite space of the universe, or if you can think about the realms that we would be able to tap into, or the vastness of our mind, or the vastness of the energy that we can operate with, or the limitless possibilities of mind. If you think of it as literally as a freaking USB, right? If you think of this as a USB, right? And you think of this USB as being able to hold memory, sometimes 2 gigs, sometimes 10 gigs. What if you think of your mind and the possibilities and your all of creation being stored in a limitless USB? Because that's who you are. That's what you exist from, a limitless USB. And I say a limitless USB because we have a lot of information now that lets us know that we are electrical beings, okay? That we are light beings, okay? The frequency in this realm, or I want to say, or the veil, or whatever you want to call it, or just the planetary alignments in this realm has now become to the point where we're able to receive more light codes information coming in. It's very cool outside. It feels, Jay, if I can say to you, I'm telling you, Jay, I went outside the other night and I was standing outside. I did not have any lights on. And I remember looking at the trees. Even today, standing outside, something is different. And but it would, the energy really felt like, I have to be honest, the energy really felt, guys, like the trees were it was like they were giving homage, or being thankful, or it felt happy. It felt happy, but kind of morbid at the same time, because there was still an awareness that something is coming, right? It's kind of like that, like something is coming. I'm pretty sure her experience in air communication from a clairvoyant higher people realm. uh, I'm telling you, I look at those trees, Miss T, and I thought to myself, these trees look greener than they do in the daylight. What I was amazed. Why do the leaves of these trees look so green? And I think I even said it out loud. You know, there is there is a because we have major different shifts. There is a wave coming in, y'all. And I was just talking to Talana about this last night, and I don't really like to go here, but this is what they want to come out, so I'm just gonna go. Like, um, and I probably do need to talk about this too. I told you guys around the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, there's going to be major energy harvesting. I told you guys that, right? I also told you guys that I am predicting that there is going to be a major transit of someone in the entertainment field or maybe in the higher aspects of power realm. This is going to be someone that's very well known. Okay. If they have not done this already, or if they're not planning on doing this, they're going to bring back the energy of someone that has already transitioned recently. Okay. Um, yeah. Kimberly said it right. There is going to be a strong force that needs to ground. Yeah, you're going to have to ground yourself. I see more colors in natures. Are you seeing foxfires or souls of plants? I see. You want to know something, Everett? I do see the plants' auras. I literally see the energy vibrating from the plants. I don't know if that's if that's what you're experiencing also. So I see the auras vibrating from the plants, and I also hear the plants speak to me. So there is remember I got on here and I told you guys right before all of this was happening, I told you guys that it was coming down and it was gonna I don't think we have an understanding of the insidiousness that's about to unfold again within the next couple of months. Okay. And I really want to say there's going to be a kickoff with this energy in Cancer season. Hold on, I gotta turn off the stove. 1 second, my lovelies. I am making some lentil soup. Okay. I am making some lentil soup. Okay, so let me see. And Jay said, okay, let me go up. It's going to be a strong force. I love the trees. Give my messages. Okay, familiar. Yeah, I do. The birds around me. Dream. Okay. There are going to be some things happening on the natural plane, on the natural realm. There are some cities that I have heard. So I am going to give the cities that I'm hearing. Definitely California is one of the cities. New York is also one of the cities. I kind of feel, to be honest with you guys, like I was just telling Bruce this the other day, I probably need to figure out a different way for me to be able to communicate to people, because I kind of feel like being able to post and being able to communicate via social media may be that may be shut down for a little while, right? So I don't know. Maybe I might go get me like a CBC radio or something. I think Kelly was telling me, you know. But I feel like there is going to be some type of blackout. Um, um, and this blackout is just not going to be a blackout of lights. It's also going to be a blackout of like social media, or being able to access the internet. Okay. Um, okay, so it's CBC radios. Okay. All right. So yeah. Then I might know how much those things cost, so we can just put that in the community. We do need to be prepared. Yeah, so we do need to be prepared. If someone can, those flickers of light, oh my goodness, Everett. Yeah, I see those all the time. And Everett, now it's not just flickers of lights, it's full blown specks of maybe, like a shadow. I'll turn around and I'll see a shadow. So it's full blown. Yeah. Everett said they need fear to survive. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they need fear to survive. Also, let me just tell you guys something right now, and this is not a joke. I think now hear me out, and this is not to offend anyone belief system, because I really believe that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you believe. Okay, what really matters is, it doesn't matter what your faith background is, or how you got to this place where you're learning more. Okay, so whether you came to the awakening and you studied Muslim before you got to this, so it doesn't matter. None of that matters, right? What matters is you understanding right now at this point that if you were looking in the sky for a savior to come down and save you, you will be disappointed. Now there is going to be something coming in the sky. Okay, thank you, Jay. Okay, so everyone, I am going to invest in mines. Yeah, I'm going to invest in mines. I am going to invest in mines. In can find ones for less than $100. I think the community, I think we do need to invest in that. And that is what my spirit is saying to me. So I am going to invest in mines. That's exactly the movie IT. Come on now. Everett, I don't know. Everett, check out Mind Gamers, MIND Gamers on Netflix. Okay. Check them out. Check them out on Netflix. Okay. Dragonflies or outside. Oh, I love dragonflies. Only I love, those are the elements that come. Yeah. Kelly's mom shows up to me in a dragonfly, a red dragonflies. So that's how I know when Georgia is around. My sister-in-law sent me a video where local clan rally in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you guys right now, this is real talk. Like if you, okay, so let me just say what's going to happen, right? It is going to get more chaotic before it gets calm, right? Because remember, we talked about this before. There has to be like an uprise of energy, because a lot of people have been oppressed for a really long time. So you're going to see the people that were oppressed definitely wanting to voice and express their anger and their frustration. This is not just going to be among race. This is going to be among gender also. Anyone that may have felt like they've been oppressed and held down, they are definitely going to want to rebel at this point. Okay, they're going to want to rebel at this point. All right. Yeah, watch Mind Gamers, Everett. I think you will enjoy that. Mind Gamers, and you also, and even Remembry is also a good one. Remembry may not be as I still think they're pretty much connecting to where we are right now, guys, because they tell you everything in the movie. And Everett, I will say this: in Mind Gamers, it kind of reminds me of Inception. So you definitely, this is not something you can walk away from. You got to pay attention. Yeah, because you know how Inception was very layered. Mind Gamers is also very layered, so you're going to have to pay attention to that also. Do you guys have any questions? Let me see what Afro said. Afro says someone said that they are going to try to put one of those hologram people. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're already projecting things on us now. Afro, I think they're already projecting people on us. I was thinking more about an alien invasion. And this is, let me tell you my theory. Let me just tell you guys my theory and what's been coming through. Right. We are not alone. And I think it was Kimberly, if I'm not mistaken, double pounds to Kimberly. I think Kimberly's the one that sent me a video today that talked about, I think it was Kimberly that talked about scientists reveals that there are 30 other species in the galaxy that are evolved like we are. Okay. So pay attention to the clues. They're showing you in the movies that there's going to be people coming down, right? Now you have scientists dropping low key in mainstream because they got to let you know what's going on. So the scientists are dropping low key mainstream that we're not the only one in this galaxy and in this earth. Okay. And then what's going to happen is because the veil is crumbling and because I told you guys, like, I really feel a lot of even the stuff they put in the sky and all of this stuff, I feel it's like to fuck with the grid or to fuck with the feel or to fuck with the veil so you can't see shit, right? And now because shit is crumbling, the system is crumbling, and the system has to crumble, okay? It has to crumble, all right? It has to crumble. Now, what happens is as the system is crumbling, right, we are going to become able to see really what's going on up there. And can't anybody tell me that they do not know of these 30 species and they're not in communication and probably trading and having sit downs and round tables with these species? Come on. Can nobody tell me that you haven't already spoken to these species? Maybe if not all of them, you know, yeah. No one cannot tell me that the powers that be are not already interacting with these what they want to deem as extra terrestrial. You can't tell me that. Okay. You can't tell me that. So my prediction of what Spirit has been showing me is that we are going to get introduced within our lifetime to other beings that are not of this earthly realm. We will get introduced. This is not going to Kimberly, Tanya wants to know if she can get what you sent me. So we are not going to be in a position, my loves, okay? We are not going to be in a position anymore to kind of hide things. They're literally telling you this is happening. But I feel like when it happens, they're preparing you now to let you know that this is going to be something that's evil, something that you need to be afraid of. They're not going to want you to embrace it, okay? Now, I know for some people, you know, when they hear this, they think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But if you're tapped in, and you're paying attention to the clues, you already know what's going down. Come on now. Everything has been wrong. Okay, so Everett, I'm telling you, I have been feeling like that for a while, Everett. I have been feeling like they're watching us. We are being watched. We are being watched. Okay, and really, so just so you all know, the ancestors have gathered. Okay, the ancestors had gathered, and it kind of feels like a council of seven, and it's seven female energy, it's seven female power. I did not see men on this council when they gathered. Okay, I saw women. Okay, it was like seven elders that came together. Okay, all right. We have yes, Jasmine and only. They're already here, and they're literally walking among us. And I was listening to something today, and I told y'all why y'all think we were in we couldn't leave the house. Why y'all think we can't leave the house? It's gonna, yeah, and I'm also predicting that they're gonna. See, Sam, I did not even know that, Sam. Sam, I did not even know that. But I'm telling you right now, Sam, I saw 7 of them. I saw 7 of them. I saw 7 of them, and they said the elders have gathered. I swear to you, not. I heard it. The elders have gathered. The time is now. Like, so this is not, this is not. And let me just say this: this ain't for everybody. Because really, if you don't get this, you're just not gonna get it. Like, this is not, this is just not. This is not something that we have to force on people. This is just for who. It's kind of like you have to be in the know. You have to be seeking. You have to be a truth seeker. Because this is not going to come in for everybody. And especially if you're caught in a paradigm where you're waiting for someone to come and save you. What is going to save you is you knowing who you are. How are you going to know who you are? By mastering all 12 of the zodiac signs, by mastering your natal chart. And when you begin to understand and master these aspects of self, you understand that you can change your natal chart. You understand that you can change your natal chart. You understand that you have power. Oh my goodness. You want to know something, Jay? I was telling Kim over the weekend that I was hearing the song, These Boots Are Made for Walking, and walking's what they'll do. I was hearing that song over when we were doing the channel. We were talking and messages was coming in, and I woke up, and when I called her, that song was in my head. They're not playing. They're not playing. And let me just say something to you guys. This is how real this shit. You can be walking down the street by yourself, Everett, right? But somebody else would see you walking with 4 people, right? Somebody in front of you, 2 to the side of you, and 2 to the back in your protection. So you may not be even able to see your peoples, but other people would be able to see who you're walking with. So they'll make themselves known to other people, like, you don't fuck with him, but you may not even see that. That's the type of shit that's happening right now. You can feel protected. You can feel protected. Ring the alarm. You want to know something though, Jay? I don't know. I was in that black phase for a while. Like and every time I would put on something black, I felt like I'm going into the deep. Yep. Yeah, Kimberly, they back off. I know that they're there. They come to me early in my life. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Perfect, Everett. I would love to hear it. Have anybody else been feeling the reinforcement of the spiritual help that's here? And I'm not just talking about spiritual help to help you emotionally and mentally. I'm not talking about that. I'm really talking about motherfuckers that know some jiu-jitsu, taekwondo shit that is really literally fighting on your behalf. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I sat and I told someone a story last night of how I knew that I'm rocking with some fucking awesome ancestors in power because they will show up. Okay. And I'm just going to say this, and this is a true story. I can put Kelly on here and she can tell it to y'all because she was there in real time, and Danielle was also there in real time when it was unfolding. I had an opportunity to experience. Don't come for me in the spirit, because my gods and my angel will literally put your ass on the floor in a cross. All right. Somebody came for me in the spirit, y'all, and they got laid down on the floor in a cross position. Feet locked, hands out. True story, not lying. And Kelly and Danielle can verify that. Right. And I say all of that to say that wasn't me. I did? Yep. Okay. So I told you the story. But that was not my power. You understand? I mean, it's my power. Yes. It's my power. Yes. The power is coming from within me, but I didn't physically have to do anything to you. They did that. Yeah, they did that. So I say what I'm saying to you guys is that we have protectors here right now. We have people. That's the type of power we're rocking with right now. We're rocking with the type of power where we're just not having people to help us emotionally and mentally. We actually got guys that will motherfucking put people on the floor and pin them in the cross. Okay. Oh, look at this. Jay said her guy scared the fuck out of her ex husband's wife last year. She looked up and down the face with straight fear. She didn't know she had. Oh no. I walked in. That's right. Yep, yep. But let me just say this to you, Liz. And anybody else have a headache? I got a headache. Let me just say this to you, Liz. Right, Liz? You're known by the company you keep. Okay? You're known by the company you keep. You have protection too. You just need to acknowledge it. That's all. Us little ones, Liz, and I think you said you short like me. Us little ones, we may be small, but we rocking with power. Let's see. Everett said, I've been a bouncer for 20 years, military before that, the hood before that, and I was never want to back down. And then, come on now, Everett, you know it. You know it. You know it. You know it. I think you have a light headache. Yeah, I got a headache. All right. If you would like to join me on the new moon, guys, can I say something? I didn't even notice that the new moon was coming in on the 21st also. I was so engulfed in the solar eclipse that I forgot to put that in the caption. So this is definitely going to be a powerful meditation. I already feel the energy bubbling up in here. I already feel it. Major activations happening. If my shadow comes out in broad daylight, oh my God, this bitch is not playing. Oh no. Oh no. You know which song? I've been hearing this song, I'll Rise Up by Andrea Day. What is her name? Let me see. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Yeah, Andrea Day. Yeah, that's the energy I feel happening. That's the energy I feel happening right now. Dragonflies are defined as angelic spiritual messages. Dragonfly only the really. There goes that number 6 again. There goes that number 6 again. Yeah, and tell me to tell you this: Mercury retrograde in conjunction with the. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's a lot of energy coming in, y'all. Have any of you empaths been feeling anything coming into the collective? Can I just tell you something? And Jasmine confirmed this in her session today. I keep seeing the San Francisco Bridge and water coming over that bridge. I keep seeing the San Francisco Bridge, and then I keep seeing water over that bridge. I don't know if anybody Phil Collins song. It's in the air tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Jay. Yep. Mm-hmm. You heard Landon. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yes, Jasmine. It was a giant one, Jasmine. I'm telling you guys. Okay. Jasmine says she saw it too. I don't know if anybody else been picking that up. Like they just kept showing me the red bridge, and as they kept showing me the red bridge, it was this giant wave. And I don't know how big that bridge is, but there was a giant wave coming over that bridge, y'all. And I even think, and this was the channel that we got from Oshun. I'm sorry, not Oshun, Yamiya. And she was basically saying that we're going to take back anything that was not built. We're taking back anything that was, we're taking back everything that was built on somebody else's back. Okay, there you go. And yep, and Jasmine and I are channeling Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Whew. Jasmine and I are channeling Michael Jackson and Prince this week for her assignment. Hey Donna, how are you? Liz is saying, I had a dream with my dad, then my mom, not sure what they're trying to communicate to me. Time will tell. Yeah. Pay attention to what you're thinking when you come out of the dream, right? And when you dream this, try to remember what's in the dream. Maybe a table. There's a book on the table. What does the book say? Kimberly said recompense. Yep, it's all, yeah. I had a vision of the White House, the president. Really? Yeah, I'm telling you guys. Whew. It's, yeah. I don't know. I had a dream, Jay, where I saw pods, but which looks like little planets, or could have been ships, right? But there were a lot of pods with like domes over them, and there was just a whole lot of pods in the air with domes. But in these pods, there were military, like military men jumping out of these pods that, I don't know with technology, I don't know. But they looked like planets. So weird. So weird. They look like planets with actual domes on them. I don't know what that's about. I really don't know what that's about. How long have I been on here, y'all? Because my head is hurting. We got 23 people in the room. Can we get a thumbs up to make it 23? Thumbs up, please, my lovelies. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that a thing, Everett? Is that a thing? Okay, so that's something, but that's something that they can create, right, Everett? So that's not. Hey, Evelyn, how are you? That's not something that that's something I'm pretty sure that they can, are you fucking kidding? Okay, Everett, like seriously, I did not even know that that was a real thing. I really didn't even know that that was something. I did not even know. Oh my God, I did not even know. Huh. I'm telling you guys. So I saw these things, and then like they were dropping out of these things. Yeah, don't they look greener to you, Afro? To me, even the grass looks greener. Things just looks more. Have y'all noticed that? And I don't know if that's part of our activation, or shit is just really becoming greener, or we're just becoming more in tune to different light frequency or light spectrum, or light, Hey, Shell Bell. Hey, Shelly Bell. A rescue mission capsule. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay. See, this is how you know this shit is real. I didn't even know that that was something. I did not even know that that was something. Yep. Everywhere spirit is and Jay is saying that it's the collective energy, okay, and it's karmic retribution everywhere, okay. Spirit had already it's all over the place, y'all. So the things that we're experiencing here in the United States, in the United States, is also happening globally, all over. Okay, and I told you guys already to pay attention to what's happening in the UK. Okay, you want to pay attention to what's happening in the British and the UK, because that's going to give you an indication of what's coming this way. All right. Yeah, this is worldwide. But I want to say pay attention to the British. The British is going to sound things off. That's where the sound off is going to begin. So you want to be mindful. I don't watch, and y'all keep a sister posted, because the only way I get over to BBC News and and all of the other news channels is if Spirit leads me there. But I don't really turn on the news. Okay. That's interesting, because I've been seeing how dependent on your ancestral lineage, you will activate things when you need them. Example: a door may appear, or a dragon, etc. Yep. Jasmine gave me a beautiful story about her dragon today. I haven't met my dragon yet. Yeah, I haven't met my dragon yet. Will is saying, yes, you have. My God is saying, yes, you have, but I don't remember, Will. So y'all gonna have to remind me, because I don't, yeah. Will is saying I have, but I don't remember that. Afro is saying they messed up when they set Amazon at 5. Yeah, but let me tell you something about that, Afro, right? I really feel like Gaia and the ancestors, that was all contingent, because think about this. If the rainforest is predominantly damp and moist all of the time, right? How is it going to burn as long as it should? And then you also have to think about it. It just wasn't the Amazon that was burning, right? So there was a consensus going on where all of that information that was being burnt was actually archaic information, and it was being released in the ether so we can get in. Because remember, we're connected to everything: the air, the water, the earth. Okay, and all of that information in the trees, especially when you think about the tree rings, the trees carry energy, and the trees carry information, right? Which takes me into like another deeper stuff. So as they burnt the trees, all of that information and that energy was then into the ethers for us to receive. So really, Afro, my interpretation of the Amazon fires, and I think there were two other rainforests, or two other places that were on fire at the same time as the Amazon. They were giving back, they were passing along the ancient archaic messages that the trees had to those of us that was ready to receive them. Okay. That was not by mistake. And just so y'all know, what's going on in the earth now is not, it's not by mistake. This is orchestrally designed to happen, so this change can come in. Okay, the way it's playing out is the way it's playing out, but it's time for the change. The ancestors are destroying the harvests of fear. Yep. The aliens are here for us. We can't join the galactic family till we are unbound from this mind trap. Exactly. Right? You have unlimited storage space here. Unlimited. You are not limited to your power. Okay. The only thing that you're limited to is the knowledge of your power right now. Right. And let me just tell y'all something right now. Not all your powers are going to be found in books. Okay. Some of your powers and some of your activation is going to be done through meditation. Okay. You guys are going to have to recognize and understand that. Okay. Yep. And nature does. It really, really does. Okay, y'all. I think I would like to stay on a little bit longer, y'all, but my headache is getting worse. Yeah, I don't like that. My head is starting to hurt more. I was so sad. Like they are crying. Oh yeah. Yeah. Some of us can feel, some of us can literally feel the earth going through this transition too. That's why we are connected with the trees. I told y'all the trees outside today is like they were literally saying we are grateful that this change is coming, but it's not going to be, oh my God, it's not going to be a peaceful change. Woo, woo. It's going to be peaceful for us that's, out of the bubble. But when I say peaceful, it's not going to be a peaceful change collectively. Like, it's just not. I do have peppermint. I don't have it here with me. I don't have it here with me. But my head is hurting me, y'all. So I am going. And I don't know why I ate today. Like, I've been, Lord of the Rings. I just saw them taking. Look at that. Yeah. Ginger. I have fresh ginger in the house. Okay. I have peppermint oil, but it's at the other house. Yeah. I know that this is downloads coming in too. Afro, let me just tell you something. I was up last night reading. And that's probably why, another reason why I'm tired and why my head hurts. I went to bed at 4. Okay. Let me just say super, just grateful for your energy, each and every one of you here. Thank you. I appreciate you. You don't understand, Afro. Like, that came in right on time. That was divine timing. Like seriously divine timing, because I was just Googling some of those on Amazon. So that was just like spirit saying, oh, you ready for this shit? We've been trying to get you here for a minute. Poosh. But that's the thing, Sam. I've been drinking plenty of water. I've been drinking tea. Like, I've been drinking plenty of water. Maybe today, not as much as I usually do, though. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Yeah, my hair hurt. My hair hurt. Okay, my lovelies. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Wednesday. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow. Okay. Once my head is fine and I'm fine, I'll be back tomorrow. And I'm actually going to share whatever I've learned and gained understanding of, and I'm able to add it to everything else that I've learned. After, I'm going to share what I've learned, because I'm reading from the first email that you sent me with the one link. I don't remember the name of that one, but that's what I'm reading from. Okay. All right, my lovelies, drink plenty of water. Okay. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. I'm definitely going to be back early this week, because I need to give y'all the information to prepare you for what's about to happen this weekend. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be back between Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can help you guys. Thank you, Everett. I have several of those, so I will do that. Okay. So I'll be back to prepare you guys for the energy that's coming in, because it's a lot of shit that I need to tell you guys. Okay. All right. I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful evening. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself, honor yourself. Remember, out of darkness comes enlightenment, which means you got to walk through the dark so you can turn on the light. Okay. All right, my loves. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.